everyone. I hope you enjoyed your Heroes Day. Erongo Talk is back. Now, my name is Leandrea Louw and I will be your host for today. Now, today we find ourselves in Walvis Bay at the Walvis Bay Tourism Centre. Today we are celebrating Tug of War Day. So, get your tug of war on. So, our interview for today is with Berni Volkmann, who's going to speak about a new guest house that will soon open its doors in Swakopmund. As usual, I'm going to bring you the latest news, weather and tide, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back after this. Now for your news. Now, a diverse development with possible accommodation, offices and other facilities such as a gym, a spa and restaurants are planned for R4747 at the Mola in Swakopmund. Now, at least that is what it says in an advertisement that has been published in various newspapers. Now, the advert was placed by Environmental Compliance Consultancy, ECC, which applied for an environmental clearance certificate on behalf of the Lighthouse Property Investment Trust. Now, the advertisement states that such a certificate is required for the planned development. Now, interested parties have until Thursday to submit their concerns and comments. Thursday, which is today. Now, more details about the development are explained in a non-technical summary which is available on the ECC website. Now, the planned development includes an expansion of the Mola and the Swakopmund beach and replaces the former indoor swimming pool and lighthouse restaurant, which have sentimental value for the Swakopmund community, the document states. Now, the development will offer accommodation, office space and leisure opportunities for middle and upper class tourists as well as the local population. Now, this area has great potential and will generate income for the town and an additional source of income for part of the local community. It continues. However, no further details are given about the development. It simply says that in addition to accommodation and office space, retail stores are also planned. Now, furthermore, the playground and other sidewalks adjacent to the property are to be expanded and modernized. Now, a possible expansion of the sewer system is also planned. Now, after the announcement was published, the Swakopmund Residents Association said in its latest newsletter that this certificate is only used for the construction of a hotel and the associated amenities, and it's not a legally required study on the impact on cultural heritage. Now, the SRA describes the development as controversial and is frustrated at how our urban planning scheme has been changed. With this, the SRA refers to the changes to the height restrictions in Swakopmund with the construction of high-rise buildings that have been permitted in the town. Now, in another story, the Federation International de Football Association, FIFA, announced that it is joining forces with the African Union, the World Health Organization and the Confederation of African Football to jointly address the issue of domestic violence by launching the hashtag Safe Home campaign across Africa. Now, this initiative is designed to support women and children who are victims of domestic violence, particularly as stay-at-home measures in response to COVID-19 have put them at greater risk. Now, statistics indicate that almost 1 in 3 women worldwide experiences physical and or sexual violence by an intimate partner or sexual violence by someone else in their lifetime. In the majority of cases, the violence is committed by a partner in their home. Now, in actual fact, up to 38% of all murders of women are committed by an intimate partner. It is also estimated that 1 billion children aged between 2 and 17 years, or half the world's children, have experienced physical, sexual or emotional violence or have been neglected in the past year. Now, there are many reasons why people perpetrate domestic violence, including gender inequality and social norms that condone violence, childhood experiences of abuse or exposure to violence, and coercive control growing up. Now, harmful use of alcohol can also trigger violence. Stressful situations such as those being experienced during the COVID-19 pandemic and economic instability exacerbate the risk. Moreover, the current distancing measures in place in many countries make it harder for women and children to reach out to family, friends and health workers who could otherwise provide support and protection. Now, against this background, a number of African football stars are supporting the campaign via video awareness messages distributed on social and traditional media. In Africa, the awareness videos feature 9 football stars. Now, this is Abel Xavier, Emmanuel Amuneke, Sarah Esam, Kalilo Fadiga, Jeremy, Raba Majer, Lucia Mocambique, Assasat Saula, and Clementine Torre. Excuse me for mispronouncing some of the names, who convey a series of key messages to the public. Now, the African Union FIFA CAF Memorandum of Understanding, which was concluded in February 2019, covers joint campaigns on topic of mutual interest and the promotion of gender equality, a key principle. Other areas of collaboration include education through football, sports integrity and safety and security at football matches. Now, FIFA called on members of national or local helplines and support services that can help victims and anyone who feels that they are at risk of domestic violence in their locality. Now, the World Governing Body also called upon its members to review their own safeguarding measures using the FIFA Guardians toolkit to ensure that football is fun and safe for everyone in the game. Now, especially women and the youngest members of the football family. And then finally, for some COVID-19 news, the Minister of Health and Social Services, Dr. Kalumbi Shankula, announced 217 new cases, of which majority are from Windhoek, with 117 cases. Only 14 cases were recorded in Walvis Bay and 13 in Swakopmund. Now, the rest of the cases are spread across the country. There were only 2 recoveries recorded, and then 2 deaths, one from Windhoek, a 92-year-old man, and as well as one from Walvis Bay, a 69-year-old woman. Now, she was brought to a local health facility on the 23rd of August with a history of sudden collapse at home. Now, all efforts to resuscitate the patient was unsuccessful, and a posthumous test, COVID-19 test, was done, and the results came out positive. We now have 3,638 active cases. But you can check out our website at www.erongo.com.na for any news happening in and around the Erongo region.
So joining us here today is Berni Volkmann, who is busy building a very beautiful, very colourful guest house in Strand Street in Swakopmund. Hi Berni, how are you?
Well, yourself?
I'm doing well. So Berni, can you tell us a little bit about the decision to build a guest house and why specifically that location?
Yeah, look, the location was because we had the opportunity to buy the earth in 2008, and given the proximity of the location to the town centre and the beach, obviously, it was sort of a no-brainer to build a guest house there, because I think Swakop still has some potential for seafront guest houses.
Yes. And then could you tell us a little bit about the concept? And I believe the architecture is quite special.
Well, special, sort of in inverted commas. I looked at these colourful beach houses on the British coastline and the Muizenberg cabins, and I wanted the design to say, look, you're having a holiday at the beach. Yes. So the whole design was based on trying to convey the theme beach, sea. That's why we had the round windows, sort of used horizontal cladding and sort of ropes on the handrails and stuff. So it all sort of relates to some beach theme.
Yes. And then how many people will this guest house accommodate? And, what do you want people to feel when they walk in there and when they stay there?
Well, I hope they'll feel relaxed. That's the main thing, and that they feel that they can switch off from the rest of their busy lives, and that we treat them to a good service. And obviously, the view is the prime reason we hope that they come, and hopefully not watch too much TV. And so we hope, we can accommodate 18 guests in total. But mostly it will only be 16, there are 8 rooms, but there will be some children's beds maybe. So, that's basically the idea.
Yes. And then what do you think this guest house is going to add to the tourism and accommodation scene in Swakopmund?
Well, competition is stiff, but I think with our location, we hope that we can add to the choices that the guests can make when they visit Swakop. And so by that, we hope that we can sort of take our place in the tourism landscape in Swakop.
Yes. And then aside from beautiful, colourful, English-inspired guest houses, what do you think we can still do to add value to the tourism industry?
In general, I think Swakop should beautify their beachfront area. The promenade and should be upgraded and make more provision, more walker-friendly. Safety is a big issue. I think there Swakopmund can still do a lot, that the tourists feel safe. And then in general, I think obviously Namibia must welcome the tourists. So the primary emphasis should be put when the person arrives, the tourist arrives, that when he gets to the airport, that he's made feel welcome. So it starts off with the customs officials and the airport officials, that when he puts his foot on the soil, that he feels welcome. That's my big issue.
Okay, great. Thank you for joining us today, Berni. That was all from Berni Volkmann about his colourful addition to Swakopmund.
For your weather and tides, kicking off with your tides. Low tide was this morning at 22 minutes to 5. High tide at 2 minutes past 11. Low tide will be at 10 minutes past 5 this afternoon, and high tide will be at 11:30 tonight. Now, Walvis Bay sunrise was this morning at 16 minutes past 7. Sunset will be at 10 minutes to 7 this afternoon. A maximum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius with a westerly wind is expected for today in Walvis Bay. A minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius is expected for tomorrow in Walvis Bay. For Swakopmund, your sunrise and sunset times is exactly the same as the rest of the towns in the region. A maximum temperature of 16 degrees Celsius with a westerly wind is expected for today. A minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 17 degrees Celsius is expected for tomorrow in Swakopmund. For Walvis Bay, maximum temperature of 16 degrees Celsius with a westerly wind, a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 16 degrees Celsius for tomorrow. Moving on to Arandas, maximum temperature for today is 21 degrees Celsius with a westerly wind. For tomorrow, a cold minimum of 4 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius. For Usakos, maximum of 30 degrees Celsius for today with a west-northwesterly wind. For tomorrow, a cold 1 degree Celsius and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. For Karibab, a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius with a northwesterly wind. A cold minimum of 1 degree Celsius and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius is expected for tomorrow. And then finally for Omaruru, a maximum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius with a northwesterly wind for today. And then for tomorrow, a very cold 1 degree Celsius for as the minimum and a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius. That's your weather and tides for today and tomorrow.
Add us on Facebook and search for us on YouTube.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter.
Contact us via WhatsApp. Our daily show starts with the Afrikaans program Soggens met Shaal, perfect for the Afrikaans lovers.
Then it's time for the women's magazine program, The Mid-Morning Breeze with Olivia.
And for the youngsters and game fanatics, join Cody on the 3 to 6 drive. West Coast FM, your host at the coast.
Unfortunately, that's it for today's edition of Erongo Talk, but don't despair. You can still check out our website at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na for all the latest news happening here in the region. Or you can send us a WhatsApp text, let us know what's happening in your town, or just say hi to us. Or if you want to get in contact with us for an advertisement opportunity, you can do so at 0811 7040, 0811 7040. So please remember, we still have a competition going on where you can still win 2 Nampod goodie bags. So there's a winner for this week, and there's going to be a winner for next week, and then that competition is done. So just find the competition post on our Facebook page, and then you just comment with the answer to the question that was posted there. So it doesn't mean because things are slightly declining, the cases is declining here in the Erongo region, we should stop with following the rules and regulations. So please keep safe, look after yourself, wear your mask, sanitize your hands, and stay within your social distancing protocols. And the only way we can get rid of COVID-19 is if we take care of ourselves. So don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow again, same time, same place. I'll see you then. Bye.